There we go. Everything's here now. All right, so I didn't do much in. Oh no, wait, I didn't. I don't remember if I did much in the background. The tents mod updated their textures, and it looks so much better. It looks so much better. Good job on the texture update for that mod. I don't think I did anything else. I've mostly screwed around in creative. Oh, I completely forgot I set these out. Okay. So the plan is definitely to. Well, in creative, I made a design for a Ghast structure. That way I can keep the Ghast stable in one location. And I think I'm gonna put it right about here. I'm gonna line it up this way because it's gonna jut out of the wall. And move it down one so it correctly goes into the ground. No, I think I'm gonna just reposition it. I think it's gonna go right here. So if I want the wall to, I think it's gonna have to go here. Because if I want the wall, I'm gonna need space around the, I want decoration space around the creative dimension portal and the gas, and then I still want, like, I don't need a workshop here. I can put the workshop a lot of places. So I'm probably gonna put something that's not workshop related here. And then after the wall, I need like space to let everything breathe. That way it's not just stacked on top of everything. So I think here is the better option. Yeah, we'll go with that. Then I need a clipboard. Right, this is gonna take a bit of crafting. Start off simple, charred spruce edge. How much charred spruce do we've got? I might need to make more. It should be fine for a little bit. I'll grab half a stack and start off there. How many did I need? 30? 36 is fine. Doing it all in one go. 12 spruce, charred spruce lattice. I'm going to end up with 14. That's fine. Only one more cobblestone brick. Wait, why only one? Oh, you know what? I think it's the settings. I'm gonna go with that one. Put these in here, and then I have to redo the checklist. Okay, there we go. 81 of them. But I only need 80 because I still have the one cobblestone on me. And then some dark oak. Maybe shouldn't have used dark oak. Because it's oh, I do have a little bit. I should plant a sapling of it for now. That way I can access it quickly, but that way I can up the amount that I've got, because I obviously do not have enough dark oak to be using a bunch of it yet. Here's fine. Yes. The plan is today to get all of this moved to at least a different location or its own location. Or just flat out picked up and not used for a bit. Oh, you may remember me going to the Nether and having an issue with severe lag on the server. I believe this was caused by a combination of a poorly made structure optimization mod and what was it? And a free cam mod. So I removed both of those and it worked pretty smoothly last time when I ran into the Nether. But I am here to make dark oak cover 1 and dark oak cover 1 with vine 1. So how many did I need of each? 30 and then 12. That's that. And then 12 dark oak fence and 4 dark oak post connectors. Dark oak post connector. And then an ice decal, however I made those. An iron sheet and a stone cutter. Got it. How much iron do I have? Do I have to worry about iron soon? I do have to worry a little bit about iron. What's the quickest way for me to get some iron? You're right. I should make a cheap and dirty solution of... Do I have a spare speed controller? No, I already have a speed controller. I just need a chain drive, a couple chains, some gearboxes and shafts. And some crushing wheels. I'm gonna make a quick and cheap crushing wheel setup so I can I have no intention to make this the permanent crushing wheel setup simply because I am making the workshop. So, okay. It's just gonna be barrel, shoot, put some shafts underneath behind it. That way I can and rotate this one to be vertical, rotate that shaft. That. That. I should have some scaffold. There it is. Just gonna okay. Gotta get more chains. That was dumb of me. I did need 3 gearboxes. There, or shaft here, chain. Chain. And then grab a gearbox and put that between the two. And I might need to make it a parallel gearbox, I'm not sure. Just in case, I'll just make one of each. It's not like I'm low on gearboxes. There we go. I'm just gonna speed this up a bit. I can just speed this up immediately. All right, max speed. Now I just gotta put the whatever I want in there. I think the easiest way to get a decent amount of iron right now is I need to put some of the stuff that I'm using to make the ghast stable in the inventory. And I need to put this back. All right, how much crimsite do I have? 23 is a solid amount. I'm gonna need more than that, but that's a solid amount. We'll start off there. That was it? All right. That's a decent amount. Not great, amazing, but decent amount. Go get some cobblestone. How much stone do I have? Not that much. Right. Stone up to cook. So I can fill that hole. And make that why isn't this one generate? Why are they? They don't generate any power when it rains? That's unfortunate. I guess I'll just fill this hole, and since it's thunderstorming, I'll just fill the hole and then head to bed. Since I can't really do anything otherwise. Oh, that's cool. Right now I make a break for it. Oh, cool. I should have put my bed closer to it further from a wall. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. And the door, too. Do you know how hard the doors are to replace? And dirt. At least I don't have to make more covers. They all got fixed, at least. Alright. Grab some spruce planks, I guess, to at least fix some of the wall. Oh, cool. I have some leftover doors. Ten should be fine. Start off simple and then get to the more complicated stuff to replace. I'm gonna need way more than this amount of spruce. Right, now I just need some pale oak. And turn them into logs. Well, I need to turn them into wood, which is a confusing. I need more rammed dirt. There. Other than my neighbor, all clear. And honestly, not a big fan of it. Cool. That iron sheet should be pressed now that it's daylight out too. Just the stone cutter. Ice beacon. Industrial iron cap. What's the quick? Do I have any industrial iron here at all? I do, and that should help a bit. Ooh, that's not cheap. It's actually fairly cheap. Okay. How many do I need? 9. And then 22 railing. 5 stairs. A trapdoor. Oh, is there... Okay. Okay, that's understandable. And then put all this in here now. Then I can move on to the other stuff. Like the kitchen hood pipe. Don't have enough for 2? Then a lever. That'll be hard to get. That'll be so hard to get. Why did I build it with a lever? And then some fluid pipe. And then I need it light gray, but that can wait a second. How many did I need? Well, I only grabbed 11. Just light gray dyeing it. But it might be time to do some both. What pushed me? Just light gray, 4 light gray dye and water. So, think. I don't remember how to make light gray dye. I think what really improves the water crashing down with the water wheel is that two separate mods are doing the water crashing. So you get two separate like water effects, and it really adds to it. But let's crush this Azure Bluette. And now we've got our light gray dye. Now I just need a bucket for some water. Do I have a bucket? I've got 3. Oh, I had a sink over here. But I guess I moved it at some point. Just not sure where I would have moved it and why. Maybe it's in my storage? These and these. Sir, large cog, and a brick. Just a quick little setup so I can make this our permanent light gray dye that will interact with most dyes. The things that can be dyed. I don't think you can do. I don't think you can make everything work, but you can. I know you can make most things work. Cool. And do I have enough brass? I have enough brass to go spending on a casing. This and that. And we have something that can dye things light gray forever. At some point I'll get through all the dyes to do this, but there, and then put that there. I forgot to grab a pipe, but I also need to do this with tanks. So how many tanks did I need? 3 tanks. Ooh. Okay, so I need to make some tanks. And that means I need 6. And then 3 barrels, which I only have 1, which means I'm just gonna grab some logs. Remember to take the pipes with me. While I'm walking back, dye them, I can turn these into barrels. Press these, dye these. Store my experience. These are dyed. One more. Dye these. How much does that leave? Just a link transmitter, some metal brackets, and then some payloads. Okay. Reset the checklist at this point. All right. I'm gonna need 3 redstone links. Oof, that's a lot of copper. I forgot how much expensive that is in copper. I got some redstone from that iron, and from that, and making the crimsite, and crushing the crimsite. That is basically the reason I'm planning to. I could use create other methods to basically make tough, but I don't wanna. Am I anywhere near getting close to needing more copper? No. But that I currently have a crushing wheel set up means I don't need to worry about it. Just 2 of these. Get these washed. It's gonna be a mess when I get back, but that's fine. And then I just need 2 redstone. Something like this. And then convert one of them into transmitter, and I don't need the other. Just need some metal brackets. Well, I need to go pick up my probably washed copper by now. Metal bracket. Just need... Okay, this should be fairly cheap. This. And then 2 pale oak stores, just some pale oak stuff. And then radiator fans are going to be a little bit more annoying. Probably the most annoying one to get. And 14 pale oak doors, which is quite a bit. Radiator fan, that's going to be probably fairly expensive. Probably the most expensive part of the whole setup. See, that's going to be like 6 iron a piece. It's going to be basically all of my iron. So, if it's 6 iron a piece, that's 12 iron. Let's crush the raw iron ore I've got for now. Wash that and press the iron that I've got. And then I just need 2 alloy for each of the and while that's going, I'll get the rest of it, which is just spruce. Give me a stack of spruce. Oh, and 2 andesite alloy. How much spruce did I need? 33 logs. And then 2 fence gates. All that iron should be about pressed. Double check the material checklist. Right, that is everything. Going to need to keep an eye on the gunpowder, but I have a lot of zinc ore, so eating my sandwich while this prints. Going to need to break the grass in there, but I'll break the grass in there now. Just the edge. And now the things like the redstone links and the levers. Let me grab something to put a filter on. Okay. There. No, come back here. Now I just can fly them in right here. Get down here. And while I'm standing on them, flick this lever, and it will activate the trapdoor and the fence gates, and it should be unable to leave this spot. I even set up this fake looking AC for it, because they like snowballs, so they must like the cold. And that's just a nice, simple little ghast building. Which means I can now figure out where and then place the workshop. Which might go over here. Simply because of its size. That is going to end up needing to be. But I also want to... Okay, so I don't want to make the crafters. I would like for them to be pre-made for me. Simply because it would be annoying. So I'm gonna take the ghast and I'm gonna go to that empty area and see if there's anything that spawned in it. So I haven't seen too much of this side of the mountain, you know? I'm really hoping that isn't one of my damn bees. Come here. I don't know if it's one of my bees, but it's one of my bees now. It was not one of my bees. Did you seriously just immediately run off, you little shit? Get down here. once I get a workshop done and get some decent amount, and get like, there's no way that isn't, right? Oh, it's a nether portal. I might make this my nether portal. Kind of like that. I kind of like the idea of using a nether portal to make a ruin portal to make one. It'll spread out the island a little bit too. Yeah, once I get a workshop in, I'll start working on making an actual airship. 'Cause I added aeronautics. I'm not gonna not make an airship. You know, I could have sworn I have a mod that let me boost over a period of time of walking in the same direction. Okay. I added a flying island mod. I didn't know it would generate like that, but that's fine. We can check that out. Oh, is that a train station? So uh, the train tracks mod kind of updated, and I don't think I can follow the rule of only building along the train tracks because now all the train tracks are busted. Like this one only has this little strip of track, and that's it. Now, the rule the what I could do is I could change the rule that I have to make a track to a location before I can build at it. And my solution to this would just be like connecting it across the ocean here. That would be an acceptable change. But let's explore the rest of this unexplored area first. I've got two sky islands, one fairly large and one fairly decently sized. I have another ruined village here. Whatever that is. I should have brought a snowball with me so I could bring it towards me, but it's fine. If I need to, I'm pretty sure I can just go up to one of the cliffs behind me and take a look at it. But what is this little hut here? Nothing much. Yep, nothing worth writing home about. Just a little decoration. No. Oh, is that some Corona? It's like black Corona? And some red, more red too. You don't want to get off the gas because it might run off immediately. Oh. If that's the building I think it is, I'm gonna need more. I'm gonna need to upgrade my armor to go to it. I've played with the mod that generates that structure before. It's a doozy. Yeah, this is the structure I think it is. I am not touching that until I can get some pretty solid armor. That might be a stream in itself, just tackling this thing. But I am going to loot the surface of it. Along with this tower here, which I might just sleep in so I can... I should have brought my tent. Should get in the habit of bringing a tent. In what way? In what way? In what way? Oh my god, shut up. More work fungus isn't going to be turned down. Ooh, a crafting blueprint. That'll be nice to at least have for like decorational purposes. Yep, this is the structure I think it is. Thought it was. I am not doing this today. I'm going to loot the surface of it, and then I am going to leave. Oh, ancient antique ink. I don't know if I'm gonna need that key for anything, but I'm not leaving the option out. I have a little bit more time, but if there's a bed up here, that'd be good. Don't think there is. Don't remember if there is though. Oh no, it's right here. Let's see. Never turned down looting a casing. Eat some food to recover some health. Not gonna turn down the blocks of these blocks either. Especially all this nice free iron. Is my backpack seriously full? Oh, wow. Well, only one real solution to this. Why does this one look different? Did the mod that changed the villagers actually get around to making those zombie villagers different too? Because that's a neat detail. Alright, so we're gonna save actually looting that structure for a very different day. That is not gonna be this one. But I believe that also means we've explored all of this, so I'm actually going to... I might skip out on checking the two sky islands. Didn't I should always be bringing... You know what? I realize I have some things to help out with this situation. Now, I've got a second sack too. Which the bundles are just better for this specific scenario of having a bunch of little things. But if I have a bunch of big amount of things, then that's different. Now get down here, you piece of shit. I swear if I get up there and you've gone higher. You... Hey, let's go check out one of those sky islands. Was this worth checking out too? Whatever this is. It just looks like a wolf den or a fox den. Like not anything worth it in there. Wolf den? Wolf den. There were floating islands, right? Am I crazy? I'm almost certain there were some. Or were they just, yeah, they're just too far away to see at the moment, I guess. Not even gonna try looting that one for the moment. I think I already have as well. But should have a a shovel on me, so I'll use that. Yay! And can grab a snowball so it doesn't fly away as much. Now we can check this structure, this island out, and then I'm gonna probably not have enough. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna be in these, honestly. I added this mod because it's like, oh, floating islands, when I have an airship, this is the no-brainer idea. So I'm gonna be honest, I have no clue what to expect in this. Because it kind of looks like that kind of looks like a spawner right there. What are you spawning? What are you spawning? You gonna spawn anything? Or can I just get like I don't want to break these trees either because some of these look like custom trees, and I'm kind of digging the idea of having stealing these custom trees. I'm gonna bring out my grappling hook. Iron, cool. Corn, cool. Loot this before if they spawn it, that way it can run off if they spawn anything. A bomb and a gold backpack that I don't have to upgrade. And a trident with loyalty on it with a curse of conductivity. Maybe not. But that loyalty is nice. 2 diamonds. A very nice pickaxe. 3 diamonds. 2 gold apples. Very nice, very nice. And none of these spawners are working. So that's just like extra bonus for me. Looks like none of these are Nylium, though. Looks like they're all just warp blocks. Which is annoying, but... Nope, get back here, shithead. Yeah? Why do I have to taunt you closer with a snowball like this? Uh... Why? Why are you like this? You know what? Okay. So one thing that's changed about the train track generation mod too, is that it only generates trains on same. Oh my god, that's a loot that's a loot station. We're going down there and getting some loot off of that, I think, and then we'll head up to that island and head back, and I can start on the workshop then. I will be satisfied at that point. Look at this. Look at all this free stuff. Start dumping stuff into this gold backpack. I know I said I wouldn't loot the stations for stuff, but this is one that's like designed to be looted. I'm guessing this is the name of the person that that was the name of the person that designed the this station, which cool. Thank you for all this free stuff. This isn't the crafting stuff I was thinking about, but this is... I was out of tanks anyway, so... Probably not gonna bother looting all the copycats, because, like, why? But these... Yeah, the trains might be useful. And then this is just a big block of stone and gravel and stuff. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, now where's my Ghast? Where is that little shit? get over here. We check out the big island. Probably not going to do too much looting in it because it might be fairly large. And it may not even have what can be looted in it because it got cut off by World Gen. For future reference, I am not above just stealing an entire island if I feel like it. If when I make the big airship, I want to make it so I can just grab entire structures and steal them. Oh, villager. Nope, that's a spawner too. Whatever's in here probably isn't worth it anyway. I'll come back when I have like an actual airship to work on. Instead of this bumbling idiot. Who is only just really going to be helpful for building. It's just going to be a replacement for the quadricopter from the previous mod pack. It's not really going to be for like long-term transport. It's mostly going to be for just structures. And if I feel like it, I might just end up adding a creative flight create thing. You know, create has a mod that lets you send power into a device and it'll give you creative flight within an area. I might use that, but it also might be better to just use. Am I going the right way? Yes. I did not recognize the cliff faces very well. I forgot have that many taverns were there. Oh, right, that's not a tavern, that's an archaeology thing. Do I want to? Yeah, I'll take a look at there and then I'll go down there. But no, I'm gonna do it on foot and I'm gonna leave the ghast at home. No, no, no. I'm gonna work on the workshop because there's only so many things. And I did get a good amount of loot. Just not the loot I wanted to get, but I'm not going into that structure today. That's gonna be its own stream at that point. And it's not close to any train tracks, so it's going to be annoying to get to either way. But I can do the arc. I can do the arc. So what I'll do is I'll actually just take a boat. I'll get the boat, do archaeology here, and then head to that. And that will be what I'll do. I am also going to be stealing this boat to turn it into an airship. All right, so I'm going to. I do need a way to empty. I'll just use a chute for now on the top. Pick this up. Place this down. Put the chute on it. And then put this. Put, now I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, and I'll be right back. Yeah. So everything should have been moved. Yep. And now we put now I just put everything in here that I'm not keeping on me. I just need to get mending on this. Fortune 3 and efficiency 5 and unbreaking 3. Amazing pickaxe. And the fact that it has unbreaking 3 on it means that I can put off getting mending for a bit. Because I accidentally used all my mending bucks. It. I'll keep that pickaxe so I can enchant it with Silk Touch. I don't need to carry around iron pickaxes anymore either. All right. Empty the sacks as well. I can put them in. Nope. Keeping the snowball, that's going to be for bringing the gas near me. Shoot. And that was everything. Okay. Then I think it's just workshop time then. And I might just build the workshop down here. Since I've already got... nah, I'm gonna have to redo the... I'm gonna have to redo this anyway. And I have the speed... I have a speed controller that I don't need to be using over there. I can use. Don't really need any more deep slate at the moment, so... Alright, so... I can still keep the shovel and the axe on me. Don't need the sword out at the moment. I don't need the shears. Checklist can go away. Should have put the bow away as well. And the iron pickaxe too. So let me just walk back there. I didn't put the iron pickaxe away. Oh, and since I have a Fortune 3 pickaxe, that means I have the best possible outcome for the no wait, I wasn't going to use emerald. I was going to silk touch that emerald ore. That way I could use it in builds instead of just getting emeralds out of it. It's going to be fairly easy to get. So to move is to build the workshop. Put the wall. I'm not gonna put a wall actually. I'm gonna put like well, I'm still gonna put a wall. I'm gonna put like sort of a half wall. I'm gonna cut along here, leave a little bit of gap in there that I'm probably gonna put like moss carpet on, that way I don't have to worry about lighting it up. But I'm gonna put like a wall that comes this way and around, but there's two gates along here, that way I can run right through it. Like that. And then down here will probably be where I keep the villagers, probably. So I'm gonna get to around to this as soon too, but probably gonna put a craft enchanting table in here. So I should set up that I'm gonna get a shovel, and then I'm going to make the pathing for showing things like where I'm putting the wall instead of so I'm gonna have the wall 3 wide, so yeah, I'll use some time to get the planning for the structure ready. So it will be... And then it'll be... 5 blocks wide, so here. And then it's along... It should go here. One, two, three, 5. That works well. And then I'll probably just have like some basic stuff right here. I probably like, I don't know what I'll put here. I'll put something here. Probably more decorative than workshop. I could have put that like right here and it would have been no issue at all. I might end up moving it. But I need to do something else first. Why is this one getting redstone power? Weird. Probably just a quirk of the schematic printing. But that's there, and I kind of want to leave this spot open for something else. Probably just the schematic cannon printing. Yeah, I think my best bet is... Yeah, it's going to be here. Putting it here is the best option. So let me grab... stack of dirt and some and hoe. Drop off my experience too. Also starting to get late, so you know what? I probably will do like an outdoor kitchen. That'll probably get whatever I needed out of it. All right. So, Bill, I'm not going to change the terrain too much, but I do want to at least fill in this area. And I'm not doing the big, only doing the basic fans in this one and sanding. So let me jump into creative dimension for a bit after I clear this area out. And I can show you what I've gotten, what I've gained to understand that is the only amount of workshop I need. It picked it up. I just never heard it pick up. Drop off the flowers and the seeds, and then we can run to creative and get. I should have a clipboard. Yeah, I do. Oh, did that. Did that. Did that. Mixer, compactor, 5 fan processing. Saw. And then we can head into creative and I can double check. Okay. That is something I need to consider too, is having a refill for my tank. Oh, and a spout too. Okay. So I didn't put it back in. I didn't. So I was right about these 4 things: a deployer, crushing wheel, saw, and then this is going to be the spout. Okay. And Dawn of Time, fucking love your mods, man. But they're great. But you made these uncraftable before the mod, before you updated the mod to 1.21 that let you craft them, because they separated out all of the items that are like this into a separate mod. So now you can't craft these until that mod comes out for 1.21. What am I supposed to do in the meantime? Oh, this does still exist. I just made a little beep, 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 beep. Okay, so. Oh, they. Great Fluid also updated and added communicating vessels, which just makes it so the two interfaces share the same amount of liquid, which makes generating spawning massive amounts of lava is just easy now. Uh, oh, right. I also, this isn't gonna be the actual airship design because I'm gonna actually make something that looks better. But this is a simple one that does a little bit. I'd have to do things like putting barrels on it so I can store fuel and all that, but I can also like, yeah, I did this as a test, like, okay, could I run around and steal a bunch of molten vents and just tow it around? And the answer is yes. So I think that is everything. All right. So deployer and back tank filler. Because I'm going to need that a lot of steps of the way. So we'll build what we need inside of a rectangle, and then go off of that. Maybe not a perfect rectangle though. Maybe have some interesting layout. Okay, so grab more dirt, fill in this box, and then I can start laying out everything. Why did I head this way? Dirt. Probably gonna need to grab a third stack, but maybe not. Oh yeah, definitely going to grab that last stack. And it won't need to be much. Seriously, one? Never mind, I'll just steal it from this. Alright. Now. Use the chain drive to bring in power here. And we're just going to use the things we're going to power. So, crushing wheels go here. A basin for the press. And then another press. And a couple more depot. I think I'm just gonna be able to carry the one extra depot. I could just clone and copy the previous workshop I had in the other world, but nah, I'm gonna go a little bit different. So crushing wheels, I'm also going to need a mill. So I'm gonna put the mill by this. But and I need another. And I'll just make the sanding catalyst. And I don't want to get too much, so I might probably gonna put a door. I'm probably gonna make it a more open one. Have like an arch here, and then walk through and have a back door. That way I can just walk through it. So I'm gonna have the catalysts here, not in this exact order, but close to it. No, I don't want deployer press. Mixer, compactor mixer. And then, what were the other things I needed on it? I need the crafter. So let me go get the crafter parts I have for now and lay those out. Or at least make their what they've got. I've only got 12 and I need 21, so I need quite a bit more. But it can wait. That'll be good enough. Until I can get the rest of it crafted, which I already have a little under half. Just reload my Steam page Twitch page real quick. Okay. So we have the catalysts, the crafter, the crushers, the just need the saw and the back tank filler. Millstone and the back tank filler. Everything else is just gonna end up being like their own separate locations. Because there doesn't need to be. Oh, right, and the spout. So let me grab. I still have a depot on me, so I just need tank, 3 of them. Um, Tap. Okay, I need a copper sheet and dried kelp. Do I have any kelp? I have a little bit of kelp. Uh, and I need another copper sheet so I can press that. I don't want this right now, man. You don't want this right now. But I already killed them. Who killed him? Now I need a fluid interface. Just need this and a ingot. I mean a nugget. The back tank filler is probably going to be one that I do not last, but not for a, it's probably, well, it's going to be the one I do last because I don't need any other. Also going to put the large cog wheel in place. No, I might as well, yeah, I might as well put the large cog wheel in place for where I want to charge it. I'm probably going to want to charge it by the door. Actually, I'm going to want to charge it outside. So I will save it for when I'm done laying everything else out.
Uh-huh.
I don't have any cotton.
Hmm?
So, yeah, I'll buy a globe and some cotton. Maybe some cactus. I don't know if I have any cactus. Actually, I think I have a globe already. Nope. What all was I looking at getting? The globe, the cotton seeds.
Huh?
Never grabbed it. And the cactus. Yeah, the cotton seeds and the cactus and the globe. Come here. Come here, pretty lady.
Huh? 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 Huh?
Did I have cactus already? I did, but that's fine. It was only like one emerald.
Huh?
Alright. Saw. Man, I should have some belt. I have one belt. I need to go get some kelp.
Huh?
I think I left a boat somewhere.
Huh?
I was gonna go to the cliff face up here too, wasn't I? Yeah, I'm gonna get a whole setup of this. That's just too good. I'm probably gonna have to make like multiple of them at some point because I'm going to have to make one for several. Head up here. Want to check out that too. Get the brush out.
Huh? 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 Hmm. Uh-huh. Huh?
It was... I think it was mostly just that tavern. And whatever the building up there is. Oh, I wasn't aware I had an Okram vent so close. Did I already take this one? I haven't. Okay, so I eventually do want to get like multiple vents going. Nothing in here even worth looting. Okay. I see how it is. I do need to get like a port going in some way, because until I get like a full-blown airship, a normal ship just is the best way to get going somewhere. Or at least make like a tunnel from the main area down to here. I did make a little bit of a mistake by building so close, is so high up, but not one I plan to correct, if I'm honest. entirety. Yeah, I definitely looted most of this structure. Didn't loot the nether portal, ruined portal spawn, but that's fine. Right, I was gonna get kelp. That's what I was going to actually going down to the ocean for. It's fine. Oh, right, I forgot to tell you you can leave.
Uh-huh.
I might just make like a path here because this is a decent spot. This would be a good spot to put a port in too. So I might, yeah, I'm gonna pick this area. I'm still in a plains biome, so no kelp spawn. There we go. This is also where I might end up making like the kelp farm. Because I could make everything like really close and easily accessible. But I kind of want to not. I want to spread things out a little bit and make it so it's... Even if it makes it a little bit less accessible, I want it to still... I don't want everything all in one place because then it feels cramped. I want things spread out a little bit, even if it makes some areas useless. Even if it means I have to walk a little bit to get to some areas. Like having the port over here. I can even remodel this to be a little bit more port themed. Have I been to that building? Yeah, probably. late too, it sounds like. Good to know I've got a cow here. Gonna need those and a pig. That'll just be, and just cooking the kelp on the campfire is just until I can get a advanced setup again. Actually, no, I've got a lot more of this to cook. I'm gonna pick up the smoking catalyst. Why did I eat it? Uh, belts. Just need some belts. Some shafts. I don't know why I grabbed 3. I'm gonna need 4. And 3 cogs. So and then barrel, funnel, barrel, barrel. Just need a millstone and the back tank filled with them. I don't know why I looked up back tank filler. It's definitely dark enough now. And I think I'll move crafter over 1. That way I can bring power through here. I didn't grab the millstone. I need to grab the millstone when I do this kind of thing. And then I have the millstone here. That way I can have the door here, and then the power will come in through this corner and then get distributed through everything. Cool. Just need to actually set up I could build the crushing wheels vertical, but I'm already gonna have to build the crafting thing vertical. So I might as well just build the crushing wheels vertical this time around. Get the scaffolding out. I'll figure out powering it when I get there. Rotate these. This. That one doesn't matter. And I need the smoking catalyst back. And the fan as well. I'm going to need a lot more fans and a lot more depot. So, depot. Washing is definitely first, but I want a block between it. In what way? And then I want blasting, and then smoking, haunting, sanding. I should move them all one. Yep, that's much better. What time is it? Midnight? Well, things I know I should be putting in are this and that, and then a small cog can go in there. And then chain drive should just run across the whole top. That's powered, basically. This is, yeah, that's all set. This is mostly set. I just need a funnel and some barrels. I need a lot of depots and a lot more fans. Did I pick up a fan? I did. Did I get a lot of iron? I remember getting a decent amount of iron something. Iron ore? Yeah. But that means I need to get the crushing wheels powered right now. But something I should have done before I started. But a couple cases. Oh. Some more iron to make. Oh. Ah. And then a cog. That. Probably way too much, but I can always turn them back. That's all set. That's 2 fans. I need 3 fans. And then I'm powering this one last, I guess, because I need to get this powered first. Also need a small cog to power these. And I need, okay, so we'll start off simple. Let's start off simple. I need 4 more depots. Do I have any depots left over here? No. Understandable. Do I have any depot in here? No. Four. And now I need 2 funnels and 2 barrels. So I need 2 logs and 2 funnels. Do I have any funnels? I have 2 funnels. That's good. I'm going to replace them both with brass funnels, considering I have more of those. And then 2 barrels. Do I have any leftover casings? I do. Okay. Barrel, barrel, and encase bullets. All right. I need 3 fans, so I need 12 iron sheets. Just gonna rotate this, that way I have just access to this. Are those new? That's a new traveler. All right. Uh, the Ickline skull intrigues me, and I don't think I have any pink tulip.
Huh? Huh. Huh.
Goodbye. Fan. So it's that powered, and then I've just got to power. I've got to finish making mechanical crafters. How many mechanical crafters could I possibly make right now? Can't be too bad, right? Yeah, that's a little bad. Okay, so I need some crafting tables. So give me a couple logs. And how much iron do I have left? 6. I might have. Okay, so I have enough. I just need to sand them. It's going to be a little bit annoying. I also need to make more. So, moment. And that's a good one. And that should get me the rest of the crafters that I need. Being a moron and bring out the calculator for this one. I already have 12, but I need 21 of them total. So I only do need 9. Got it. Send. That's all lined up. Just need a barrel there. And a cog up there. And then 5 chain drives. Fans are getting powered last, I think. Okay, so I put 1 chain drive up there to power at least the washing one first. That way when I crush all these, it will work. So now I just need to power everything. Which I'm going to go turn down the speed controller. There's no need to have it go that fast. 128 is perfectly reasonable. But I'm gonna have to move this again. But I want to get this figured out. The power input done first. So I need another large cogwheel, at least. I'm gonna grab a large cogwheel, small cogwheel, and a log for making a barrel. I also think these guys are not leaving anytime soon. Actually, I'm gonna take a bunch of small cogwheels. Just a Okay, so the downside is that I need more chain. Uh, Gonna need a lot more chain, actually. Okay, so I need cog up here. Gearbox here. Cog here. Cog there. Still trying to figure out how I'm gonna power that one, but it might just be a mirror of this, so I'm gonna put it like that. And put a cog there. And it'll go up. Okay, so that actually needs to go up one more. Put that there, and then I'll have to put a shaft down. All these need to be level. How am I going to power that? think this. Oh, come on. I'll teach you for holding my dog hostage. Dude! I wasn't even near it. Will you just fucking die? This one is going to be even more annoying to repair. Well, I don't want to leave it at that, but just lost and I got, oh boy, the lava chicken disc, but it's a lot of shit. I just didn't get back. Like, it broke all of these. You can't craft these anymore. I'm gonna end stream now. So, I'll probably have the everything for the workshop planned out by next stream, and I'll work on it then. Actually, there's one thing I want to check. I might want to move with the saw being that far out. I might want to move this over. That way I can have a fan with any catalyst. That way I can just throw in a catalyst for whatever I might need it for. So I think I'll do that, but I don't currently have enough iron to do so. But I'm still going to move it over one. So extra, spare one, space, this, 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 and wrench it. And then I'll probably replace that with a chain drive. No, I'll probably have, yeah, I'll replace that with a chain drive, put a cog there, and then have a gearbox there, and then have a cog on top of that. Yeah. One thing I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna set up some. I need to set up some stuff so I don't constantly have mobs spawning in my around my house the very second it turns dark. I'm probably gonna put some railroad tracks down here because for some reason mobs don't recognize railroad track. That way, nothing spawns in here and nothing can walk through the door. So, gonna end it there for the night. Gonna have to fix it in a very I'm gonna have to get creative with this. But I'm gonna fix this, and then I'm gonna have I'm gonna have the power for the workshop figured out when I get back. So see you next time. I hate creepers exploding shit.